Yeah!
And the sunset is really nice.
It's crazy! Look up! Pretty dangerous. Hello!
Hello. Well, we are on the ferry to Langkawi.
New island.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a bit of a busy travel day, and we are getting the latest ferry, but at least it's still light out, so we get a bit of a view while we go. Yeah, it's a bit crowded in here, but not too bad.
Excited to finally have beach days.
I hope. Let's see. Oh, we arrived here in Langkawi, and we just got to our hotel. We're staying one night in an actual hotel that's close to the ferry port, and then we'll be going to tomorrow we'll be going to a hostel where we're volunteering. But for now, let's see what our hotel room is like.
Wait.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Mm.
Space.
Oh yeah, lots of space.
But the bed looks small. Not small one. Because I think room is big.
Compared to our last room. I think the bed's the same size, but it looks smaller.
Oh, you can see the pool. Let's jump in the pool.
Yeah, I'm excited. We actually, for maybe the first time in our trip, well, kind of, first time at a hotel at our trip, have a pool. And we can use it at night. So we're gonna jump in.
Yeah!
Good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here in Langkawi. We're at the beach, obviously, and it's sunset. This is about the only time that we feel really like comfortable coming to the beach because it's just so hot.
It's like 7 almost. Sunset is 7:30.
Yeah. And finally it's like cool enough to really just relax and enjoy. The water's pretty nice, and the sunset is really nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, so far we're having a great time on Langkawi. We've been mostly just staying in the hostel and volunteering and working, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. We found the hostel on the same site that we used to volunteer at the farms that we stayed at, Worldpackers. And this was our first time volunteering at a hostel, so we were a bit nervous, but it turned out really great.
At the hostel, we have opportunity to meet a lot of new people and make great friends.
The hostel itself was set up really well. It was well designed, well organized, and the permanent staff there were really friendly and helpful. In exchange for staying there for free, we each worked a 4-hour shift during the day. And this usually meant cleaning up around the hostel or the rooms, or sitting at the front desk and helping with check-in and check-out. It really wasn't that much work. And since it was the slow season, we, along with the other volunteers, were free to hang out and enjoy our time there, meet other guests, and mostly just relax.
Plus, at night, we enjoy the nightlife in Langkawi.
We could go out on the town or just hang out by the beach for the fire shows. Overall, it was an excellent experience, and we still got to explore the island of Langkawi on our days off. Good morning!
Bom dia!
We are off for the day. We have 1 day off per week, and so for today, our first day off here in Langkawi, we decided to rent a car. This is our first time renting a car during our trip at all. So it's been a little while but Julie has her international license, and I think they're a little more strict here in Malaysia than in some other parts of Southeast Asia, so we needed to use that. So yeah, she's doing well.
That is the same side of Japan's road. People here drive okay.
Yeah, we've been surprised that people are like really polite on the road, actually, which is nice. So yeah, we're on our way to visit some waterfalls and some beaches, and yeah, already getting some good views. Well, we are here on our first stop. This is Temerun Waterfall, and it's dry season, so we're honestly not even sure there's going to be water there, but it's worth checking it out. And across from the street there's a beach, so let's see, maybe we'll get lucky.
I think I can swim a little.
These steps are kind of crazy.
Don't worry. I've got something. We should be here. Nothing.
I mean,
Safe.
wasn't closed off. This place is pretty nice. Right now it's really low, no rain, not much water, but enough to swim. And in the ocean right now it's super hot, but here we can finally just cool off, relax. So even if it's a little water, it's worth it. Well, the waterfall was pretty nice, but now we're exploring a little more of the island, and right near that waterfall there's a little beach. We're probably not going to swim because we just did that. Let's check it out.
We find a restaurant. We have been eating local food, so today is our day off. So we come to get some burgers and fish and chips in this nice view restaurant.
And classic fish and chips. Some tartar sauce.
Wow, it's really nice. Really crunchy and nice.
Well, we've made it to the beach. Well, another beach. This one we're gonna hang out at for a second. Full of good food, so yeah, maybe jump in the water. This beach is beautiful. Oh, the view is spectacular. We're out near the mangroves right now, and yeah, this has definitely been worth it to explore the island today. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for your patience.
Fuck. It's crazy. The cows.
After almost 2 weeks staying at the hostel, we really hadn't tried that much traditional Malay food. So, on one of our last nights at the hostel, the hotel manager offered to make us some Malaysian rendang. This is one of the best foods you can have in Malaysia, absolutely. And having it cooked for us right there in the hostel was unbelievable. The steps are actually pretty simple. We start with some fresh onions and garlic chopped up, and some peeled fresh turmeric, ginger, and one more root that I forget the name of.
There's another type of ginger, but it's small, this size. The Indonesian use it a lot in their cooking. For us, Malaysia, we don't use it in cooking a lot, but traditionally it's used for medicinal purpose.
This all gets blended up together into a nice creamy sauce. While that is getting reduced on the stove, we cut up the beef into nice little chunks. Our hostel manager was nice enough to get a big piece of beef tenderloin for this. The beef tenderloin cut helps this go a little bit quicker because you don't need as much water to reduce the sauce. Once the beef was in the sauce, we added a little bit of coconut milk and then let the whole thing reduce for about an hour. You have to constantly stir it a little bit at a time just so the meat doesn't stick to the bottom. Finally, once you have this nice dark brown thick sauce, it's ready to go.
We have just a little bit, just one little piece of it.
Good morning.
Bom dia.
Today is our last full day on Langkawi. It's our day off from volunteering, so we decided to just go to the beach.
Yes.
We've been to the beach near the hostel many times, so we're trying a new one, but today it's pretty high tide right now, and the surf is kind of up, which is not what we want for swimming and relaxing. So we're gonna see if it's different on a different beach.
Yep.
Good morning.
Bom dia.
Today is our last day in Langkawi. Last few minutes, we're catching a ferry and heading off to the mainland, to Thailand.
First time in Malaysia.
So, yeah, it's been kind of a great experience here on the island. Hanging out in the hostel, meeting people, doing fun activities, mostly hanging out in the hostel. Yeah, but Malaysia itself has been really good, but we're ready to head off and see a little bit more.
Yeah. It's fun. Live in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's been a really great time. If you haven't been, then I highly recommend it. And in the meantime, thank you for watching, and
See you at our next destination.
ciao.
Ciao.